Now at 6, MoDOT hopes to alleviate some semi-truck traffic issues for a busy Joplin street. Plus, investigators try to determine the cause of a Galena house fire. And a smoke alarm at a Joplin business sounds, but not for the obvious reasons.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Missouri Department of Transportation hopes to relieve traffic congestion on East 32nd Street in Joplin. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The area in question is by the General Mills plant, an area that not only sees heavy 18-wheeler traffic, but also trains. Eventually, the plan could have major implications for traffic there. KOAM's Amber Jenkins has more about that project.
MoDOT plans to ease traffic congestion along East 32nd Street and Stevens Boulevard by placing a traffic light at the intersection.
It's been a problem area for quite some time for us, and we realize the traffic does back up there and the stop sign's problematic.
This is a precursor to MoDOT's next project, improving Davis Boulevard near the railroad crossing.
Safety concern also with it being so close to the railroad and having the trains come through also so close to the intersection.
Davis Boulevard will relocate to Stevens Boulevard. Once this is done, MoDOT is planning to build a bridge over the CP-KC Railroad.
Expect construction to be in 2025, and we don't tie down the exact dates. It'll just occur sometime between probably mid-March and the 1st of November. 1st of November 2025 is the completion date.
MoDOT says they're trying to make it easier for semi-trucks to turn on to 32nd Street. A KOAM article about the project proposal brought up several comments. One truck driver is in support, emphasizing the long wait times for turning onto 32nd Street with a semi. Another trucker believes relocating Davis Boulevard and Stevens Boulevard would make driving a semi more difficult because of sharp turns. Reporting in Joplin, Amber Jenkins, KOAM News.
Now you can give your comments about that upcoming project by going to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. The unseasonably warm temperatures continue. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, another fantastic day for us today. Partly sunny skies across the region. Temperatures great. Highs right around 60. Our average high is about where we're at right now, about 49, 50 degrees. 50 in Joplin, 47 in Pittsburgh. You can look at our KDOT, MoDOT cameras. We are dry. We're going to stay dry as we go through the overnight hours. Sitting mainly mid to upper 40s to near 50 degrees. It looks pretty good. Let's go outside. Here's 7th and Range Line in Joplin, currently sitting at 50. Our southeasterly winds are light. Through the night, we slide back through the 40s into the 30s, very similar to what we did have during the morning hours for us today. Now, we do have some clouds increasing. Here's our next storm system building out to the west. This will give us some rain by Friday. We're going to break that all down for you here in just a bit.
See you soon. Humboldt, Kansas schools went into a soft lockdown today. That lockdown occurred as police tried to serve a search warrant for a burglary suspect who then fled. That suspect was captured around 3:10 this afternoon. The soft lockdown meant the elementary school conducted recess inside the building, and the middle school rode a bus to their activities this afternoon instead of walking. A bomb scare brought the Kansas Highway Patrol to Chanute today. According to the KHP, the report came from the area of the Pizza Hut. Authorities closed Santa Fe Avenue from 15th Street to 21st Street. The latest word from the Chanute Police Department is authorities have resolved that incident and Santa Fe has reopened to normal traffic. Authorities are trying to determine the cause of a fire that destroyed a Galena, Kansas home this afternoon. Firefighters from Galena, Baxter Springs, Carl Junction, and the Quapaw Nation all responded to that fire at 407 Bellevue. Galena police helped get the residents out of the home. Residents did get medical treatment at the scene, but no one went to the hospital. The fire gutted the home, and an initial investigation indicates it might have been electrical. Turns out sometimes where there's smoke, there's not always fire. Joplin Fire responded to a call for a fire at Jimmy John's rooftop on 4th and Range Line. They discovered someone in a nearby parking lot had been doing burnouts with their vehicle. Basically, that's when the friction of the tires on the pavement, well, they make these marks, and of course, a lot of smoke. Created this smoke that was taken in by the roof's intake and caused the fire alarm to sound. A 25-year-old driver was arrested for careless driving. According to drivers on Rangeline, the smoke from the burnout was thick enough they thought there was a structure fire. Later in sports, a Diamond High School softball player commits to the next level. John's going to pitch details to us in sports. But first,
second graders at Columbian Elementary School in Carthage are putting their economic abilities to the test. I'm Anthony Saviello. I'll have more coming up.
students at Columbian Elementary School in Carthage created their own shops and stores and then opened up for business this afternoon. KOAM's Anthony Saviello has more.
Economics is not the easiest concept to understand. How do you feel about the current economic status of the United States government?
I don't know.
I think that's how most people feel. How do you feel about the current economic status of the United States?
What's that?
Perfect. That's a great answer. However, these second graders at Columbian Elementary School in Carthage are becoming quite the entrepreneurs.
So they are very impressed with the level of professionalism that the kids show, even though they're only 7 and 8. But they're very polite. They offer their goods. They take your money. They're very good at counting your money and making sure that they're running their store as nicely as they can. So.
Some even saying that this is just a foreshadow into what they want to do when they grow up. Do you want to own your own business one day?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a puppet business?
No.
What kind of business are you going to own?
I'm gonna be a coach for teaching kids who want to play soccer.
Others selling goods for those who may just need some grub. And what can we find at your snack shop?
Rice Krispie dipped in marshmallow, dipped in white chocolate.
But before these businesses hit the street, there may be a little bit more these kids have to learn. Do these paper airplanes follow FFA regulations?
I don't know.
There's no shortage of goods here at the itty bitty city, and don't worry, the prices, they're negotiable. Reporting in Carthage, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
Glad Anthony got a balloon out of the deal. Second grade students opened their businesses to first graders and staff, all of whom received a bag of money of sorts to spend at each shop. Looks like fun. A little bit later, the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Missouri gets a helping hand in time for the holiday.
Well, how long are the nice temperatures going to stick around? Also some rain chances. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it turned out to be another great day for us today, temperature-wise. Highs right around 60 degrees. That is about 10 to 12 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. And we're going to see that trend sticking around at least as we go through the next couple days, and then we'll start to get some changes in here. Look at this nice shot. Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex live tower cam. We are looking northeast from Cornell. So we're looking at Joplin Street over toward Main Street. We do have some clouds, but overall, turned out to be a pretty nice day. All right, Nevada 49, 51 in Anderson. Jay, Oklahoma sitting at 50. Oswego checking in at 48. Let's go to 7th. Let's go to Rangeline sitting at 50. Southeasterly winds are light. Visibility is good. We're going to continue to see that through the overnight hours. We slide back through the 40s, eventually into the upper 30s. Very similar to what we did see during the morning hours. You can see these clouds really thickening up, especially on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side of the four-state area. Now, all the rain and snow is mainly staying out across central, western Kansas, down through parts of Oklahoma. But you can see this whole storm system, which is very slowly heading toward us. But this rain's not going to make much progress toward the east over the next 24 hours. In the pink, you're seeing a little rain-snow mix. Let's track south. Amarillo, Lubbock, all seeing showers and thunderstorms. Snow once you get into the higher elevations of the Rockies. But look at this. Here's our big upper level low. It's what we call a cutoff low. Why is it cut off? Look where the jet stream is, way up into Canada. So there's nothing to shove this off toward the east. So end result is it meanders very slowly over the next couple days. Let's go through time. I'm going to stop this on Saturday morning. Here's our little low right on top of us, a little wave behind it. We get showers across the region, some cooler air filters in behind this. But I want you to know, as we go back into early next week, Look at this, big ridge builds back in. That means you get nice temperatures once again for the first half of next week. But I also want to show you, look down the road. We're going to stop this. This is next Friday, so that would be the 22nd. Look at all this. So we have storm systems which are building just in time for Christmas. So we're going to be keeping our eyes on that. All right, let me walk you through the next 48 hours. Partly cloudy skies for us tonight, mid-30s. So chilly. As we go through the daytime hours, clouds thicken. Most of us very similar to today. 57 in Monette, 60 in Veneta, Chanute, up to about 57. Tomorrow night, clouds continue to thicken. Notice the rain just west of the region starting to push in. So here's the noon hour. Showers picking up on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side, getting into the metro once we get into Friday evening, and then periods of showers Friday night into Saturday morning. Now, it's not going to be particularly heavy, but we will take whatever we can get. A lot of areas picking up quarter, half an inch, maybe some areas a little bit more than that. All right, let's go 60 tomorrow, 59 on Friday. Showers moving in late. A little cooler Saturday, 52, 55 on Sunday. Sunday sunshine does return. Great temperatures for the first half of next week. And it gets a little saltier once we get into the weekend right before Christmas.
Saltier.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but I think it fits.
Well, it certainly
It's
will
a
when
little
there's ice on
salty.
the ground.
Yeah.
But that won't be this case. Thanks, Doc. Missouri American Water rains down a monetary donation to a Joplin charity. Today, the MAW presented a check to the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Missouri for a workforce readiness grant. It amounted to $6,000. It's part of the American Water Charitable Foundation's Keep Communities Flowing grant program, focusing on 3 pillars of giving: water, people, and communities. Still ahead, a Diamond High School softball player commits to play at the next level. And Brock Baldridge is live at the championship round of the Mustang Classic basketball tournament. John Dales has those stories and more up next in sports.
Caitlin Surrey began her softball career at Diamond High School saying she would play second base. But the Wildcats didn't need a second baseman, they needed an outfielder, then later a pitcher, and she excelled in both of those roles. This afternoon, Surrey signs her commitment letter to play collegiate softball at Lebec Community College. The high school senior says she's once again ready to play and contribute wherever her new team will need her.
I'm planning to play pitcher, outfield, or just wherever he needs me at here at Diamond and on my travel league. I've had a great opportunity to play with a lot of good athletes, and I'm truly grateful to be surrounded by people who want better for me, and we can push each other, and we all want the same end result playing in college, especially on my travel team.
A couple years ago, McDonald County brought back a long-standing tradition that was sorely missed by the community during a 20-year hiatus. That's the Mustang Classic basketball tournament. It's back again in 2023. Brock Baldridge is there with more. We're having trouble getting to Brock, unfortunately, so hopefully we'll be able to hear more from him later. A couple contests already final in the last day of that tournament on the girls' side, one of those being the 5th place game between Webb City and Bentonville West. Now, in that contest, the Wolverines outlast the Cardinals, 51-47 final score. Webb City got here by beating Carl Junction by 14 points last night. Lady Cardinals with a little bit of positive momentum, winning 2 of their last 3 after dropping their first 4 games of the year. They play at Pittsburgh on the road on Monday. Back to that McDonald County tournament tonight. Ends the girls portion of the tournament. It starts the boys side. McDonald County, boys and girls both playing. The Lady Mustangs playing for a chance to win the whole thing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some further details from Brock at some point. We'll be right back.
Back here on KOAM News at 6, and we're back now to Brock Baldridge, who's live at the Mustang Classic basketball tournament. Brock?
Hey John, we're out here at McDonald County High School for the annual Mustang Classic, and joining me here at McDonald County High School is the athletic director, Bo Bergen. Bo, nice to meet you. Great to be here and all that. But just talk about, this tournament, established in 1981. It takes about a few-year hiatus or so, and then it came back 3 years ago, and now it's in full swing again. Just talk about what this tournament means for this community.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great way to get a lot of people in our gym, and, I feel like it helps our reputation, and, I feel like we put on a pretty good tournament, and really good basketball being played, and we couldn't be happier with the crowd so far, and, getting ready to start the boys the next 3 days, so it's a busy week, but we like it.
And, something I've noticed from this tournament, you got a lot of Arkansas teams, a lot of Missouri teams. It's kind of like a Missouri-Arkansas border war type of thing. So, just talk about that. Why is it good for the exposure for both teams from both states?
Yeah, we're in a great spot to host a tournament like this geographically. And, I would love to have all 4 states to participate in it. But, we enjoy the out-of-state competition. And that's kind of that's been our MO. So.
And last question for you, just before we get out of here. Bo, also just talk about the boys team, McDonald County boys. They're playing at 6:30 tonight, and then the girls team playing for the championship tonight as well. Both teams off to a great start. How great is that?
Yeah, it actually works out great. We're back-to-back tonight, so we're expecting a big crowd, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me. And John, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Roy Baldridge, thanks. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Cherokee County residents see a hike in property taxes after what some call a mishap at the county level. Plus, the Supreme Court's weighing in again on a case surrounding access to abortion pills. Those stories, a lot more. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Now, you might notice that the mountain of toys that you had seen piling up in recent weeks, well, those toys are all gone. Just because all those toys and hundreds of others were bagged up today with the help of our partner 5 Star Moving and sent to various charitable organizations and counties all across the 4 states. Those organizations will get them to kids in need across the area. Our photographer Trevor Lewis gives us a glimpse of this toy moving day. So many of you contributed to making this process a success, as you do every year. Our thanks to you, and a lot of kids, thank you as well.
Absolutely.
The weather.
A little chilly tonight, back into the upper 30s. 60 again tomorrow. Rain moves in late Friday.
Final sports notes.
Like Brock was talking about, we're going to have highlights from the Mustang Classic Championship game tonight at 10.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.